Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Liberals have been celebrating the scandal involving Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore after a woman accused him of sexually assaulting her when she was a teen. However, just when the left believed that he was defeated, an Alabama woman has come forward with a shocking new claim of her own that changes everything. Since liberal darling Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein was accused by dozens of women of sexual misconduct ranging from harassment to rape, countless women have raised their own claims of abuse. Of course, while the left has no shortage of sexual predators, liberals were eerily silent, hypocritically waiting for their chance to point fingers at a Republican figure. Unfortunately, the left got exactly what they wanted when now 53-year-old Lee Corfman gave a conveniently timed confession in the Washington Post, accusing GOP Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore of sexually assaulting her almost 40 years ago. Oddly just in time for the election, Corfman denounced Moore as a child predator, alleging that he had inappropriately touched her while serving as an assistant district attorney. Immediately, the left condemned Moore for the heinous rumors while blatantly ignoring their own political leaders' grievances. However, just when they believed that Moore had been convicted in the public court, another woman came forward with an accusation of her own, and it could be yet another nail in the coffin of the liberal mainstream media. According to a self-proclaimed U.S. military veteran Doug Lewis, an Alabama woman, who remains unnamed for the time being, has revealed that a reporter named Beth with the Washington Post offered her $1,000 to publicly accuse Moore of sexually assaulting her. The Etowah County woman claims to have a photo of the reporter who attempted to bribe her as well as a damning recording on her cell phone in which the journalist is caught offering her cash in exchange for her false allegation. A family friend who lives in Alabama just told my wife that a WAPO reporter named Beth offered her $1,000 to accuse Roy Moore. Doug Lewis #MAGA, @Umpire43, November 10, 2017. The bombshell revelation comes just one day before reports confirm that one of Moore's accusers worked for Hillary Clinton's campaign as a sign language interpreter, according to AL.com. Deborah Wesson Gibson proudly served Clinton during her 2016 campaign and assisted former Vice President Joe Biden at Democratic events. She also provided her services for Democratic Florida Senators Patrick Murphy and Bill Nelson. Lewis later explained that the woman, who is a friend of his wife, came to the couple for advice on what to do with the evidence. Fearing corruption allegations constantly surrounding the FBI, the woman notified the agency but immediately went to the Etowah County District Attorney with her recording after apparently making copies in case anything happens to the original. She has a pic of the woman named Beth and taped the conversation on her phone. I told her to take it to the DA's office but be sure to keep a copy. T.co web link. Doug Lewis #MAGA, @Umpire43, November 10, 2017. Lewis posted on Twitter that the woman has informed the proper authorities and that a U.S. Marshal was sent on November 9 to confiscate the phone, which contains both a picture of the alleged reporter and their recorded conversation. Lewis noted that Democrats are notorious for bringing allegations of sexual abuse against Republican rivals. Just weeks before votes would be cast, Lewis reminded that President Donald Trump, Mitt Romney, Herman Cain, and several other high-profile right-wing candidates were accused of sexual misconduct which damaged their campaigns. Additionally, the Washington Post endorsed Moore's opponent, Democrat former prosecutor Doug Jones, on October 23, arguing that Moore is unfit to serve while Jones would be a credit to the state. Conservative attorney and radio personality Mark Levin raised concerns over the Washington Post's reporting as well, asking how they managed to exclusively garner 4 accusers at the same time just weeks before the election. How did the WAPO know there were 4 women, who they were, and how to contact them? A Washington Post reporter just happens to be in Alabama talking to Roy Moore supporters. And he happens to hear what no one has reported in 38 years, no political opponents, no one. That Roy Moore, 38 years ago, made advances to teenage girls. 4 of them. Now, the four girls do not know each other, they have never met. Yet the person who the Post reporter happened to run into and speak to, the person who supposedly told the reporter the story about the four girls, happened to know all four girls and how to contact them. As each piece of evidence surfaces, it's seeming as though Moore is the target of a vicious liberal attack on his character. The left knows that repeating accusations enough can easily cause the masses to believe a lie. Liberals are chomping at the bit to destroy conservative officials. Not only that, but they are taking desperate and criminal measure to ensure the success of their agenda. The mainstream media cannot be trusted and must be exposed for their unethical actions as they threaten to once again thwart the constitutional process. It is up to us to hold them accountable not only through our actions but with their voice as well. Share the story and leave a comment by clicking one of the buttons below. Follow us on Facebook at Mad World News.